Well, what I have here is a template so that I can mark the shape of this neck onto here, but also so that I can route it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to line this up. And I'm going to lock that in place so it doesn't move. Too much anyway. I want to give it enough that I can adjust down here. What I'm doing, there's a center line on this. I know that you probably can't see it, but there's a center line here, and I want to clamp this so that it lines up with that center line. And I can mark it that's pretty doggone straight. Alright, so we have that marked. Now I'm going to take a pencil, if I can find one, and mark this outline first. And I have a half pencil to mark these intersections, or where this curve happens on the neck. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark a knife line so that it's permanent. All right. That right there gives me the outline of the neck. And what I want to do is I'm going to carry this. Here's my square. I want to carry this down the neck if I can. I'm going to attempt a little bit different type of heel. I'm going to do a heel that's kind of reminiscent of a Gibson heel on this guitar. I did more of a standard traditional type of heel on the first guitar. You know, actually, I'm happy with the work that I did, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like it. I think it's like sort of too small, maybe. Not sure if that's the correct. I just want to try this, and so I'm going to take this around and square this around. I don't know how well that's going to work, but what I'm going to do now is put this in a vise. We're going to use a jigsaw, and I may once I get to here. But starting out the game, we're going to use just a hand saw, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut way outside that line, like a 32nd of an inch to an eighth of an inch, something like that. Because the skill saw won't go all the way down, or the jigsaw rather, won't go all the way down in that depth, I'm going to use a hand saw to take care of that issue. And I'm not really concerned with whether or not that saw is not deep enough. I'm not really concerned with consistent cut line as long as I stay away from that line. All right. That kerf is narrower than the kerf of this saw, and it's trying to bind. Because I have something that should help a little bit anyway. Yes, it's like magic. That's what I'm talking about. You can do magic. Yeah, I know. You young guys don't know the song I'm singing. Actually, let's go down just a tad more. Woo! Just put my favorite saw away. That'll work. Lovely. All right. No, may not. Let me get it. And I'm doing like a rough cut. I am not coming anywhere close to that line. I'm staying as about an eighth of an inch away. All right. That could have been ugly. But it was not, praise God. Now, if you notice, I'm riding on like one leg of this. I don't know how well you can see, but I mean, you've got this whole surface, and if that's flat, your cut's going to be square. So country boy, sharp knife. City boys, learn it. Sharp knife. You should have one with you. If you, whatever is the size the law in your state allows, not telling anybody to break any laws, but you should have a knife, a sharp knife. Yeah, I'm an old fogey. There was a day, a time, when I was a young man, a young boy, and the old man alike had a blade on them. They come in handy for all kinds of things. And I used that knife line that I cut earlier to center this on this neck blank, and it is dead centered, or close enough that you wouldn't be able to tell. I have to be really careful of this. I have a wedge here, or not a wedge, but something that will support this. I have to be very careful because this part of the headstock is really thin, because I have not added the veneers that go on it yet. And so I have to watch and be very, very cautious because I might tear out. I might tear out wood, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is take very small, careful, very small, very careful passes. And my little wedge thing vibrated out, but that's all right. I'll just put it back in. That'll work. To get this stuff off, if you roll it up on itself, it peels right up. Now, what I normally do is use naphtha or actually Rohypnol lighter fluid, and it will release. It releases just fine. You just squirt it in the joint. It's water thin. It'll seep down and take care of things. But that's pretty close. But I don't, let me see where's my, I want to go right down to the line that I've put on this wood. Yeah. Gorgeous. Okay, let's try the other side. Yeah, can't beat that with a stick. All right, what's my square looking like? Beautiful. And beautiful. So that's rough shaping the neck. Everything's square. All the outlines are cut out so that I can size my fretboard for this neck. And we roll on. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.